Okay, so let me convey back. So Mr. Sinha has called us up. So we met him in Vigyan Bhavan. There was a global health summit. And when we discussed, so I was trying to point out that, okay, how can we do all these things? How it is possible? So because of so many questions being asked by me, probably he said that, okay, you come down to WGM 2 and try to find out answers on your own. And when I came to WGM 2, so he said that, okay, why don't you sit over there and try to help us creating that stuff? But I'm feeling very grateful today, very nice today that, okay, we are able to bring out all those people who are with whom Aditya Birla Capital is working. So Karza, Alok, Benzene and, Gupshup. So all these guys are working with us. So it was very grateful. And thank you so much. No, I'm not going to take the credit about it. I'm feeling great about it. That, okay, this is something which we have done. And so nice of you to travel down to Mumbai to sit with our senior officials also and convey back, okay, this is something which we want to do. So this presentation is more about the monetization, how whatever we are doing, because this is till now what we have listened about. It's more of a cost which comes out to me. So from corporate angle, if you see that, okay, it's all cost, how we can get this cost back? How can we monetize this whole piece is all this presentation is all about. But let me tell you, we means entire Aditya Birla Capital has spent good amount of time in making this presentation, putting all the points over here. So it's a very well thought, very well researched presentation, I would say. So that doesn't mean it is a very long one. So I think in starting, Mr. Shankar has mentioned that ASHA workers are actually undertrained, underskilled, burdened, as well as very lowly paid, I would say. But let me add one more adjective to this. Very high on passion. Very, very high on passion. So, because of Mr. Sinha, we were able to meet some of the ASHA workers in Thane. So, we met these ladies. So, believe me, these 3 ladies have come to meet us after, changing 4 trains, metro trains. They have come around more than 180 kilometers. So they have come to meet only us. Very far more remote villages they have come. So different ladies they have come. But believe me, the kind of passion they mentioned. So they conveyed us that, okay, they are very lowly paid. They conveyed us, nobody, even our, I would say, families are also not supporting many times. At the time of COVID, these ladies were staying outside the village in a hut because they were not supposed to go inside because their families may get contaminated. So this is the kind of passion. When we met these ladies and everybody mentioned that, okay, they are only having 4,000 to 5,000 rupees in a month. Actually, at that time, me and Jatin, we both were speechless. We couldn't speak at all because that was a lump in our throat that, okay, 4,000 to 5,000 rupees. And they're doing each and everything. They're executing 72 schemes. 74. They have given us 72, but maybe 74 schemes they're executing at the branch, at the village level. And they're going every house. For example, for a TB patient, they have to go to that TB patient to feed that medicine every day. I can't imagine that. I could never ever imagine that, okay, this lady who will get only 300 rupees for this entire, payment, the TB program which she's handling, only for this particular piece. And for this pregnant ladies, they get money only for the ladies who are under BPL. They don't get anything which is above BPL, but they cater to everyone. So that is something then we came back. Then we said that, okay, how can we help them? How can we monetize them? How can we create that kind of infrastructure where we can actually take their services and feed them well? How can we reach up to those people? And they also mentioned to us, we always consider, okay, these ladies are actually covering only BPL. No, they mentioned that, okay, you come to our villages. People have Netflix, people have Prime Video, they have LCDs, they have 4-wheelers. I am wondering nobody has reached up to those people for, picking up and selling the stuff. So believe me, when we are entering to, so I think the Odisha which you have mentioned, probably, yes, that's also a kind of users they are, catering to. But you come down to Rajasthan, Punjab, Maharashtra, so they have good number of people who can pay well. how can we cater to those? How can we monetize that particular piece? So, Aditya Birla Capital, so we have not only, this is Aditya Birla Group which I am showing, we are into so many businesses. So, we have not only discussed with Aditya Birla Capital, we have discussed with EBG also. So, let's suppose we are into renewable energy also. Let's suppose if solar energy has to go to a village, how can we take care? How can we take help of ASHA workers and all? So, we are into so many businesses, agri-businesses we are also coming in. This is precisely Aditya Birla Capital. Why I'm showing this stuff? So we are into protecting, investing and financing. So there are 3 pillars which entire Aditya Birla Capital handles. So why I'm showing this slide is we have talked to most of these companies while we are taking this piece. We have talked to most of these companies. How can we take help of ASHA workers? So again, will not take much time. I'll just rush through. So these are the specific, I would say, the multiple sectors which we have talked to, and this is the kind of data which we are looking for. So the demographic piece, the Jan Dhan account piece, Aadhaar numbers, health records. Basis these pieces, many industries are looking for these kind of records. Family history, household income, assets which can come into, monthly expenses which can come into. How can we make it part of Elsevier's, how can we capture that, whether it can go to Elsevier's mobile application, or whether it can be done through any of the bot which we can go and then back up this data. So this is the data which is entirely for ABC. It is required for ABC means the entire BFSI sector. We have talked to many of the EBG group companies. There are also this kind of a data which is required, and this can be handsomely monetized if we are able to reach that. Then directly apart from that data, what more things can come to ASHAs? So ASHAs can directly, we can make ASHAs directly as distributors. So it is not available right now, but we can create. So it can go to other BFSI pieces also, where they can become our distributors for various products. And not only selling their cells, they can also be paid basis lead generation. Just think from a perspective, I'm not sure whether how much it is correct. They mentioned to us, from a confirmation of a pregnancy, entire pregnancy and delivery of child, after 42 days of delivery of child, within this 10 months, after these 10 months, they have to maintain the data. And after they give that data back to the ASHA coordinator at the district level, they are being paid 250 rupees. Birth pregnancy. 250 rupees. And I'm talking about Thane. If I go to other places, would have been lesser than that. Just referring a customer, and if the customer purchases a stuff, believe me, they will get far more than that. And I think I wrote an article which I shared with you. I mentioned there was a organization who was taking articles from all of us, which we mentioned that whatever these guys are doing, you cannot purchase a McDonald's Happy Meal with that money. And many people wrote back to me, that means they're getting less than 500. I said, forget about 500. 250 rupees I can't even think of. I checked with them 3-4 times. It is 250 rupees. They said 250 rupees only for the BPL families, though they take care of above BPL families also. So if we are able to, so all these companies are ready to talk to ASHA workers, convey back to them if they can refer. And let me also tell you one very important thing. When we used to go to villages, we also used to go to villages and try to find out what kind of influencers which are available. Believe me, now people are not listening to the sarpanches, the headmen, the mukhi of that village. People are looking towards either teachers or postmen, or the most important piece is ASHA workers. When we talk to them, that okay, why are you doing this? 5,000 rupees, agree, it's a big thing for you, but you are getting such a small amount. They said, we are not working for money. When we go to a village, then all teenager guys, they come and they touch their feet. And when we go to any house, they say, okay, this is your first mother. That is the, support, that is the respect which we are getting. we are working for that. They are huge influencers in, our rural area. And believe me, all these companies, all these sectors which I have mentioned, all these sectors are very much happy to have Ashas as influencers. If Asha is able to bring out for one particular product, if they are able to gather 40, 50, 60 people, they'll be paid. Want to say something?
No, I just want to say there are two more things left after wealth, right? And many people for lunch.
Okay.
I love this conversation which is going on.
Fair enough.
We'll continue on the lunch.
So, this is the life insurance package which we have actually created. For creating a life insurance package, you have to talk to IRDA, we need to have data. What kind of data which we can have? So, apart from that PMJJBY, Pradhan Mantri Jan Bima Yojana, at that level only, 300, 400 rupees we are trying to give. If you can see, this is, premium will be 520 rupees for 2 lakh life plus 2 lakh health insurance or accident insurance. So for these 4 lakh 500 rupees, we have customized a plan for them. We can give it to them. Then health insurance offerings which we can give to Ashas. That's also subsidized rates which we can present to whosoever we want to present. We can present that, okay, we can give that. We can also take this entire PMJJBY on us.
During the prototyping phase, the idea to stitch here, if she has been flagged during the screening for a disease, then later she was tested. After testing, the test came positive and there is a package from the state government.
Okay.
If that package is activated in that hour, the only disease that insurance coverage will not cover, for which she has been found positive.
Yes.
Right? Rest all
will be covered. Yes.
All the time when is a DVT or when there is an authorization coming from state government, there's a package that you got infected with this, that in that price only a policy has to be brought so that other 7 NCDs and diseases can be covered in the same insurance.
We can work out. We can surely work out. That's why I'm saying we need to have one last item which I mentioned is a support item where we want to do that activity. And then we can very well create these kind of products. And while, doing a prototyping, we can very well offer this is the kind of product which is available. So not only insurance which is given to Asha, Ashas can also become a distributor. They can also sell life insurance. We can train them, we can educate them to take it to those rurals, the masses. We can train them also. We are making sachet products, which we have discussed earlier also. And this is the penetration which we have discussed. How can they sell insurance and how can they take ABHA forward? And as well as this, the fourth point which I have mentioned is e-Sanjeevani and facial scans. Actually, this will reduce cost of insurance. Once we'll go and convey back, why do we need all that stuff? Because of which we can have a far better economy, which we have discussed in the morning. That if people are being catered well, if we are able to predict and proactively go back to them and serve them and take care of their health, then our economy will be far more productive rather than once they get infected and then entire economy is paying towards them. So I'll share this. I can very well share this with you. Ms. Sena, which we want, this particular piece support which we are requiring for, probably we'll come back to you. We can pick up some 20 to 25 ASHA workers where near Maharashtra, anywhere. Probably we'll train them, we'll sit with them. We want to co-create a product for them as well as an entire program for them, so that we can showcase that, okay, we have done for last 3 months, we are doing this in Maharashtra, near Maharashtra. This is the kind of activity which we are doing. And this is the kind of amount which we have generated for these ASHA workers. Once we are able to do that, probably we'll be able to take it forward and we can convey back. This is how we can take it to these 9 states, and this is the kind of wealth we can generate for these ASHA workers. So one is that some data tables, if we can help us to RGI, if we can convey back to them, these are some data tables which will help us creating those kind of specific products. So we can come back to you on this.
Thank you.